Most men think attraction is something you chase. They believe if they just say the right words, wear the right clothes, or try hard enough, women will finally notice them. But here's the truth most men don't want to hear. The harder you try to impress, the less attractive you become. Attraction doesn't come from effort, it comes from identity. It comes from the way you carry yourself, the way you think, and the energy you bring into a room without saying a single word. Think about it. You've seen men who don't talk much, yet they command attention. They don't beg for validation, they don't chase, and yet people are drawn to them. That's not luck. That's power. And in this video, you're going to understand exactly how that works. Not fake confidence. Not manipulation. But real, undeniable presence. By the end of this video, you will start to see yourself differently, and more importantly, others will too. So if you're serious about becoming a man who stands out without trying, then stay with me till the end. And if you're ready to level up your life, make sure you subscribe now, because what you're about to learn can change everything. The number one way of becoming a man who stands out without trying is to build a strong inner identity. The foundation of attraction starts from within, not outside. Most men are constantly reacting to how others see them. If someone compliments them, they feel good. If someone ignores them, they feel insecure. This creates a weak internal identity that depends on external validation. But attractive men operate differently. They decide who they are before the world does. They don't wait for approval, they define their own value. When you know who you are, you don't need to prove it. And that changes everything. Women can sense when a man is unsure of himself. It shows in the way he talks, the way he moves, and even the way he looks at people. But when a man is grounded in his identity, there's a calmness about him. He doesn't rush. He doesn't force conversations. He doesn't try to impress. He simply exists with certainty. And that certainty becomes magnetic. So ask yourself this: who are you when nobody is watching? What do you stand for? What do you tolerate, and what do you reject? The clearer you become about your identity, the less you'll need validation from others. And the less you need validation, the more attractive you become without even trying. 2. Master your body language and presence. Before you ever open your mouth, your body is already communicating everything about you. Your posture, your eye contact, your movements, they all send signals. And the truth is, most men are unknowingly sending signals of insecurity. Slouched shoulders, avoiding eye contact, nervous movements, these things immediately reduce your presence. But when you become aware of your body, you can completely change how people perceive you. Stand straight, not stiff but relaxed. Walk with intention, not in a rush. Hold eye contact just a little longer than usual, not in an aggressive way, but in a calm and controlled manner. These small adjustments create a powerful shift. You start to look like someone who is in control of himself. And control is attractive. Presence is not about being the loudest person in the room. It's about being the most grounded. When you walk into a space and you're comfortable in your own skin, people feel it. You don't need to demand attention, it naturally comes to you. This is why some men can say very little, yet still leave a strong impression. Their presence speaks louder than words. So start paying attention to how you carry yourself, because your body is either building attraction or destroying it. 3. Focus on purpose, not approval. One of the biggest mistakes men make is putting women at the center of their lives. They think if they can just get attention, everything else will fall into place. But the reality is the opposite. The more you center your life around women, the less attractive you become. Because it signals a lack of purpose. And nothing is less attractive than a man without direction. Attractive men are focused. They are building something. They are chasing goals that are bigger than validation. And because of that, they don't have time to constantly seek attention. This creates a powerful dynamic. Instead of chasing, they become the ones being noticed. When you wake up every day with a mission, your energy changes. You move differently. You think differently. You stop worrying about who likes you and start focusing on what you're building. And that shift alone makes you more attractive than most men. Women are naturally drawn to men who are going somewhere in life. Not because of status, but because of the drive and discipline it takes to get there. So instead of asking, "How can I attract her?" start asking, "How can I build myself?" Because when you build yourself, attraction becomes a byproduct. 4. Develop emotional control. Emotional control is one of the rarest and most attractive traits a man can have. Most people are controlled by their emotions. They react instantly, they get easily frustrated, and they let their feelings dictate their actions. But a man who can stay calm under pressure stands out immediately. When something doesn't go your way, how do you respond? Do you get angry? Do you become desperate? Or do you stay composed? That composure is what creates attraction. It shows strength. It shows stability. And it shows that you are not easily shaken. This doesn't mean you suppress your emotions. It means you understand them and choose how to respond. When a man is emotionally stable, he becomes someone others can rely on. And that reliability is deeply attractive. It creates a sense of safety and trust. So start practicing control. Pause before reacting. Observe your emotions instead of being controlled by them. The more control you develop, the more powerful your presence becomes. And the more powerful your presence becomes, the more naturally attractive you are. 5. Stop chasing, start choosing. Chasing is one of the fastest ways to lose attraction. When you chase, you communicate neediness. You put the other person on a pedestal, and you lower your own value in the process. But attractive men don't chase, they choose. They have standards. They don't try to impress everyone. They observe, they evaluate, and they decide who deserves their time and attention. This creates a completely different dynamic. Instead of trying to win approval, you become the one giving it. And that shift is powerful. It changes how people see you, and more importantly, how you see yourself. When you stop chasing, you stop acting out of desperation. You become more relaxed, more confident, and more in control. And that naturally draws people in. So instead of asking, "How do I get her to like me?" ask, "Is she someone I even want in my life?" That question alone will change your mindset. Because attraction is not about being liked by everyone. It's about being respected by the right people. Attraction is not a trick. It's not a game. It's a result of who you become. When you build your identity, control your emotions, focus on your purpose, and stop chasing validation, you transform into someone who naturally stands out. You don't need to force attention. You don't need to impress. You simply become the kind of man people are drawn to. And the best part is, this doesn't just change how women see you, it changes how you see yourself. You become stronger, more disciplined, and more confident in every area of your life. So if you're serious about becoming that man, don't stop here. This is just the beginning. Subscribe to the channel right now, because I'm going to keep giving you the mindset, discipline, and truth most men avoid. And trust me, if you apply what you've learned today, your life will not stay the same.